welcome back to T-Boys TV. Back again with the Hatter Show. And episode 29. So we are going closer and closer to 100. Well, maybe that's a bit too far, but obviously we are going up and up with this. Obviously, I am joined by with my dad. How are you, Dad?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. Other than that robbery yesterday, so I'm still fuming about that. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. You know what I mean? So obviously, you lot would have seen, well, most of you would have seen the watch along. Big up everyone that watched the watch along. But yeah, Luton obviously lost to QPR. And, going into it, I weren't, like, me personally, well, none of us were. Like, we weren't cocky or anything going, oh, yeah, we're going to smash them, rare, tear. It was just, our record's not great against them, like my dad mentioned in the last episode. And, I said that was going to be a factor going into it for me. And, as well as the robbery that happened, that was another part. We still haven't beaten this season. And it's just annoying because it just reminds you of Birmingham. Like, obviously QPR are a better side, but, like, we just can't beat these sides. Can't beat them. And it's just annoying because this is, like, don't get me wrong, QPR still have good players, but this is the worst I've seen them for a while. It's been very up and down, and it's just frustrating. But yeah, we'll talk about the lineup first. I was very happy with the lineup. I did say it was literally what I said, but it wasn't. The only player was Jerome that I didn't say. So it's Shea in goal. Shea returned in goal. It's a 5-3-2 like always. So obviously you had Burke, Lockyer, and Naismith at the back. Good to see Naismith back as well. Wing backs, you had Bree, of course, and Bell on the left side. And then Ruddock, Clark, and it says Campbell was in higher up, but I believe it was probably Clark. Or it looked like it anyway. And then the two up top, Jerome and Adebayo. So obviously Jerome came in for the experience like we thought he would. So yeah, there you go with that. Dad, what did you make of the lineup? Me personally, I was very happy with it.
Yeah, I was pleased with it. Pretty much what I said as well. Yeah. Apart from the keeper, I think maybe.
Yeah, and that was only because we weren't sure really what was going to.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it was what I expected, and it was decent. I don't think Hilton was on the bench, was he?
The bench was. No, he wasn't. So the bench was, I'll just read it out. So it's Berry, Cornick, Isted, Lansbury, Fred, Potts, Snodgrass.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even say, Hilton's got an injury or anything like that. So
a little bit surprised that he's on the bench, but not on the bench, sorry. But yeah, no, it was a decent lineup. I was happy with it,
yeah.
And
like, I even messaged you and went the lineup, like,
yeah, exactly.
Gassed emoji, and I don't usually do that, and if I'm not gassed, you know what I mean about it. So, well, obviously, but yeah, there you go. Both happy about the lineup. It's just a Hilton thing, yeah. It's a good shout. To be fair, I didn't even notice that, and yeah, the form he has been on recently is a bit surprising. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, let's talk about the first half. So first half, I thought it was very good. Like I said at the halftime on the game yesterday, I thought it was very good. Obviously, a lot of controversy. I can't even speak today. But on our goal, now for me, there's not much he can really do, in my opinion, when the ball's bounced up like that. Clark, what's he really supposed to do there? And a lot of QPR fans are moaning about that. They should be moaning about their goalkeeper on that. For me, that's poor goalkeeping. Good by Jerome, to go for the shot and, try and catch him off guard, which he did. But yeah, the main point of that, they should be moaning about their goalkeeper. Like, that's no disrespect to Carriers, but that's like Carriers vibes. Come on, man. But yeah, what'd you make of the goal, Dad?
I've seen them given, but I think, I don't know what is that. I think there might be as a rule where he was in emotion. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was kicking the ball at the same time. Like, it's not. It bounced off his arm. He didn't control it with his arm. So I don't know if it would have been given or not, to be honest. But yeah, the goal, good snapshot. The keeper, yeah, got a hand to it, but he fumbled it a bit, But maybe it was a still good shot,
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
So,
as I said, very good of him, to go for the shot. Very good idea, and catch him off guard. And
well, we was all over him for a while, so we deserved the goal, like the offside.
Yeah, Jerome was getting fouled left, right, and centre.
Adebayo,
Referee just allowing it.
The first when he scored, great finish, offside. He was offside,
Yeah, kept getting caught offside.
VAR would have ruled that offside,
looking back at it, it was offside, but 3 times he got caught offside.
I think Nathan probably thought it was marginal. If it's marginal, it's marginal. You know what I mean? Like, still offside, isn't it? And
I did think the linesman, to be fair, as much as he decided to just act like he was a player coming on the pitch, I thought some of the when he spotted us offside and them at some points, done well, because some of them were tight, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's about the only thing he probably did get right. And then,
exactly.
I don't know what he was doing on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But so obviously he had to, because we booted it. It would have went out if it didn't hit him anyway. So he gave the throw in to them. But it just looks amateurish. You know what I mean? I can't even remember seeing stuff like that in conference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
obviously, the shocking referees and that in there, but don't remember linesmen coming onto the pitch or anything. But anyway, that hasn't affected the game, has it? You know what I mean? It just shows the sort of lack of quality. You wouldn't see that in the Premier League. And that's and the ref. They're like their trainee refs. You know what I mean? They get a couple of decisions right, and then the rest of the game don't know what the fuck they're doing, or they're too scared to make a decision. And that's why the Premier League refs are Premier League refs, because they're not afraid to go, right, you know what, you're off, mate, or you know what, like, yellow card. I don't care if it's the first minute. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas these are, I don't know, I don't know what it is.
Lenient.
Yeah, it's like they're all doing a test. I don't get it. But anyway, it was a good finish. We deserved to take lead anyway. It was all over them, just like the last game in the first half, over them. And I was like, we need to take our chances sitting there. We need to take our scored arse offside. Oh, and then when we did score, I was like, right, this time maybe look, we've scored now. Like, take our chance, And then
Well, we'll get more into the second half in a minute, but yeah, like you said there, first half was brilliant. As you said, we was all over them, and we deserved a goal. A lot of people can't argue with that. Even if you QPR fans, unless you're deluded, we was the better team and deserved something in that first half.
Definitely.
So yeah, big up Hayden. He says hi. Big up Max as well. He says big up T. Tigers talk at about 8:15. Sorry. 6:15. So be here for a bit. Then I'll be on Monday talk, so I'll be off at around that time. No worries, mate. No worries. Thank you for coming on. But yeah, there you go. That's really first. I mean, is there anything? Well, actually, we nearly missed one of the main. Well, mainly me, to be honest. But the chair incident. How is that not a red card?
Yeah, it is a red card again. I think they was a bit swayed because it was right at the end of the game, and
it is bullcrap. And the thing is, a lot of people will go, the half time was done, rare tear tear. In the Premier League, I've seen managers get yellow cards when the game's done.
Yeah,
and that's
I know.
verbal stuff. My man's fully punched him slapped him in the face.
He poked him in the eye, like he went to slap him and then realised what he was doing. So but he still had that motion. You know what I mean? So he caught him. He
and the thing that annoys me even more, when he done it, he knew what he done.
Of course he did.
Look at his face when he done it.
The rule is, I think, is meant to be, if you raise your hands to the face of an opponent, not like in an aggressive manner, I'd say, then it's a red card. And that was, what did he need to punch him for it to be a red card? Did he need to punch him in the jaw, and then it would have been a red? Do you know what I mean? Did he need to do a fucking one of them slap competition slaps, and then it would have been a red card? Do you know what I mean? What? They should have got it bottled.
I'm sorry. I don't. As I said, people, I don't swear like this, but it really pissed me off that game. It's bullshit. Utter bullshit.
The ref bottled it. Like, if that was in the Premier League, it probably would have been sent off.
Yeah, and even the Premier League refereeing is terrible. You know what I mean? And the annoying thing is, right? I know, obviously, this is a Luton show and rare tear. I saw even worse stuff in the Premier League on the games after.
Yeah, that was with VAR, though. That's even worse.
Chelsea game. How is that not a penalty to Newcastle? And then the other one, what was the other one? Leeds Norwich.
Yes. Anyway, forget that. Like, I think everyone, the state of officiating in this country seems to be going down ever since VAR's come into the game. Do you know what I mean? It's ruined officiating for all levels.
It's just clowns behind it. The actual idea of it's good. It's just the idiots.
It's almost like some of the referees.
Agenda, I swear.
It's almost like some of the referees are thinking, if that was VAR, then that probably, in the back of their mind, like they replay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's affecting their mentality in some weird way. But anyway, regardless of that, it didn't happen. He didn't get sent off. Is what it is. If it is the other way around and Lockie had done it, we were like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Exactly.
And he didn't get sent off. We would have been relieved as well, like they probably was.
100%. You're not down to
but basically, effectively, we might as well have got him sent off because he done fuck all in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It was especially in the second half. Right. In the second, he was best player. But in the second half, he'd done nothing, and then he got substituted. So effectively, kind of, but whatever. The second half, we should have punished them. It was like, the jinx thing again, isn't it?
Yeah, the amount of times I've seen us give away them stupid ass penalties. Like Naismith, I don't want to go in on him because he's been brilliant this season. But the amount of times I've seen us do that. Bradley away at Preston. This weren't even this season, the one I'm about to mention, but George Moncur against United. And then that. And looking back at it, I'm not going to blame Shea that he didn't really dive. It was a good penalty. He ain't saving that. But it's just frustrating. Because I knew Andre Gray was going to score.
No, I told you he would. I told you in the last show that he'd affect the game in some way or another. But to be fair to him,
and the thing is, it gave them momentum. They were playing shit. They weren't doing anything.
Yeah, right. It was poor. Like Naismith was poor in that because you could see that he was. I knew that I was because he tried to tackle, and I was like, he's going to dive in. I knew he'd dive in because that's the type of player he is, isn't it? Like, he wants the ball, but he kind of got his legs tangled, and Andre Gray was just going to go down. He didn't dive, but he was going down, and it was going to be a penalty. It was obvious. As soon as he'd done it, I was like, that's a penalty straight away. And I knew he'd score. I knew Shea would save it. Great, it was a good penalty. To be fair to him, he didn't celebrate. He didn't celebrate.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for it, but he didn't.
And the interesting thing is, other players, QPR players, were right wankers. Do you know what I mean? Diving.
Yeah, and that.
Holding their face. The geezer with the Swedish geezer or Danish geezer or whatever he was doing. Someone else was doing it.
Johansson or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Gray was actually trying. He played all right. Sky Sports gave him man of the match. That's bollocks. But he did play all right, and he didn't celebrate. Well, which surprises me. But whatever, he's still, bet as soon as he got in the thing, he was celebrating like mental. But
so going back to the celebration thing, actually, what do you think it's maybe because what Mick Harford said about him? Because I think that could be something to do with it. Because obviously,
Maybe, yeah.
The icon Mick Harford is at Luton, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I saw him talking after the game as well. So,
Yeah.
But whatever, the rest of the team were much worse than England. Chair, for instance, as well. So, yeah, it's definitely a penalty. And then after that, momentum changed, didn't it?
Yeah, as I said, that they got a bit of, got a bit gas and then obviously took the lead. Now, for me, that second goal, penalty, clear penalty for me. But the second goal, right, I think the only reason they've give it is because Shea actually got a touch on it. Because the guy, I can't remember who it was, he's blocking Shea off. If that was more on the left side of the goal, Shea wouldn't have had a chance to get to that.
No, he wouldn't, no. Yeah,
because he's getting blocked off, he can't fully get it anyway. It's bull crap, man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of them. Would Sluga have done the same? Probably. I don't know. Because he was pushing into it. Yeah, he sort of scrambled at it, didn't he? Like.
Yeah, I think Sluga would have. I can't lie. And I'm a big Sluga fan, or was.
But he was affected. The player was standing in front of him, like right into him, like. And I think someone else was on the line as well, like offside or something.
As soon as they went 2-1
up, it was a good corner as well. That's the thing. It's one of them very straight in front of the goalkeeper. They got a bit lucky with that, to be fair. And then they just closed the game out, and we just basically, edge dropped. And don't forget, we lost Pelly Ruddock early on as well.
Yep. He's literally just come back.
And it looks like it's a bad because he looked well disappointed and angry.
Yeah.
And he was wanting to help push, wasn't he? He obviously wants to get to the Premier League and whatever. So maybe that affected the squad in the second half if they found out his injury was. But I'm not really saying that. Nathan Jones didn't say anything about it. Mind you, the geezer that interviewed him didn't even ask him, I don't think.
No, I listened to it. I don't think he did.
Yeah, it was frustrating. It was shit goals, And then,
it's just, like we said, it's always going to be tough because the record we have against them, they are still a good team. But as I said, the dip in form they've been in, and it weren't even. I mean, the only bad thing I'd say from us was that penalty we gave away. Other than that, I thought we was pretty decent in the game. But
Naismith, he spooned the clearance, didn't he, to give him that corner in the first place? I think that's the worst I've seen Naismith play. He just didn't look like it. I think he's come back from injury too quick.
But I'm sick of it. I'm sick of losing to these teams that, as I said, they're good. They've got good players. We know that. But it was the best time to beat them.
Yeah, well,
But I'm not, I'll say it now, even though we'll be previewing the Preston game. I'm confident still going into it. Like, if it's at their ground, I'll be a bit like, even though they're not doing great, but they're decent at home. But because it's at ours, I'm still confident.
They're decent away, mate. They're decent away.
We're at home, so I'm confident.
Yeah, but they're decent away.
You know what I mean? We're at home, so I'm confident. Unless we have officiating like that again, then.
To put it this way, to beat them, we're going to have to be all guns blazing.
Yep.
Like wanting to give someone a good idea that we need to play like we did against Coventry when we beat them 5-0.
Yep.
No, this is another testy time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it is.
We kind of expected to beat them because they're like mid-table or whatever, But
yeah, as you say, they are very good away. Their last loss was Swansea, which was when was that? January. Okay. That's what we'll say.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just don't know. But
the thing is, if we're a top 6 side,
Now, man of match, there is still a few shouts up there. I think Clark was brilliant again. You know, he was class. I thought Jerome,
Yeah, the couple
definitely.
chances, didn't he? And they blocked him, didn't they?
Yeah, he was very unlucky though. You know, he's still doing that attacking spark, so to speak, up front. Jerome, obviously, he was class. And we've said it plenty of times with Jerome. We know he's not going to be a regular starter, but as long as he, when he does come in, he does, does well, gets stuck in, and he has recently. So you can't knock him at all. Very good goal. Good idea to go for it. So yeah, for me, it's out of them two. If there's anywhere else you can think of, let me know.
Nah.
So yeah, out of them two, who would you give it to?
I'll give it to Jerome.
Yeah, same here.
He looked lively. He's chasing them down. He was hunting them down as well.
And when he was getting grabbed, and he still got past them in the second half.
Yeah, and he's fighting, and and he scored the goal. He's got that experience. He's like, yeah, bang this in now. And yeah, no, he affected the game as well. And he got his goal. So for me, I'd give him man of the match.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm the same, like I said. So yeah, let's get into some comments before we go into the game against Preston. Oh, I don't even know, Harry, mate. I don't even know. Big up yourself, though. Big up Daniel. He says yes, boys. It always happens anyway. I'm not too bothered about that. But yeah, I'm decent, mate. I'm decent. And then yeah, no, we spoke about that. A waste, mate. We spoke about that. It's an absolute joke. But yeah, as I said, what's that?
Nothing, mate.
Oh, sorry, it come up with your audio thing. But yeah, obviously, like we said, we got midweek game this week, Wednesday, 7:45 kickoff, back-to-back home games. And yeah, as we mentioned, we are taking on Preston. And look at that, got a different picture of the beautiful ground in the background. But yeah, Preston, like my dad said, they are good away. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice they were that good away. But obviously in the league, not doing as great as they have been in recent years. Obviously, like we mentioned, they're mid-table, but they can still, they've still got some quality players and that sort of thing. Obviously, last time we played them, I went to that. It's probably, actually, no, was it worse than Birmingham? I don't know. One of them two is the top two worst away days for me. It was just poor. That's when Jerome wasn't really pulling strings either. That was when we was more sort of relying on a couple players. That game was already done in the first half. Sonny Bradley gave away a penalty, and it just got from bad to worse. But yeah, obviously this game, like I said, obviously we're on the back of a loss. Their last game, they drew 0-0 to Cardiff away. So yeah, Dad, I've said how I'm feeling going into it. How are you feeling going into it?
Well, I was pretty confident until I realised how good they have been away recently.
Yeah, it is mad. I didn't even notice that, like I said, since January.
And with some of these mid-table teams, yeah, like they're mid-table for a reason, isn't it? Because not they're hard to beat. Like, do you know? I know it sounds stupid. Do you know what I mean? They're not like they're winning some. They're surprising. You don't know what they're
like your Southamptons in the Premier League.
Yeah, like you potentially should be expecting to beat them, but then they'll beat you because they're in form, and you know what I mean. Like, and you're looking at the table too much, but they're picking it up, and then sometimes that carries teams into the following season. If they have a good finish to the end of this, like QPR did, I think last season they finished pretty well, and then they carried it on to this season, didn't they? So sometimes you've got to be a bit careful because you can.
And at the end of the day, they're still an experienced Championship side. So,
but being top 16, we're only out of it on goal difference, and we're at home, and it's coming to the business end of the season. We should really be beating them if we're going to get in. You know what I mean? This is like another. Exactly what I said keep having it. Like we keep getting there, stuttering, But we're getting closer. Like, do you know what I mean? Before we might stutter for like 3 games and then think that no chance, and then bang, win 4 games, or be unbeaten for 6 games, picking up loads of points, and then we're back in there again. But the games, we're not, there's 10 games left. 10-game season.
Actually, yeah, that's mad to think.
So now it's a 10-game season, and if we, try and perform the best, or put the best parts of our season into the last 10 games of the season, if that makes sense, like.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Then absolutely we can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But we just need to we have to beat Preston.
Yeah.
We have to beat So I believe that if we turn up, even if they play well, which they probably will, and also the mid-table teams, they're thinking, yeah, all right, we ain't playing for anything, but what we'll do is we'll knock them out of the playoffs. That kind of thing. We'll stop them winning the league. We'll make sure that do you know what I mean? Because teams think that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll test them, so they ain't got to really worry about stuff. The pressure's on us as well. And that comes into play a lot. It'll affect other teams at the top as well.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Like it affected Sheffield United as well. They lost to Coventry. They probably went there thinking, yeah, we should. It'd be tough, but we should have enough to beat them. Like, worse, we'll get a draw out of it. Coventry were like, nah.
Yeah.
So we have to be at our absolute best. I think if we play one half crap or play like we did against them, like we're done. We need to be absolutely on fire from kickoff.
Smoke.
From kickoff to we have to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Because we've got better players than them.
Yeah.
We've been just be Luton, go back. You can't dwell on our officials. Because if you start thinking like that all the time, every time a ref if he gives a couple of fouls, you're going to think, oh, that's it, that's the whole game, that's the way it's going to go, and then you start giving the ref attitude. And do you know what I mean? Like, you just have to just try and ignore some of that, and just think, right, that's maybe another obstacle. Then, right, we'll come over that, we'll overcome that as well. Because we've done it before. We've played in other games where the referees now have been absolute crap, but we've still pulled through. So we just need to, again, just think, as long as we can pick up again, which we generally do. We lose and then we'll win the next game. Or we definitely won't lose the next game. Very rare that we lose 2 games in a row. So as long as we're absolutely on it, we'll beat them. So I'm feeling that, that I think they will be on it. Because I know how upset they would have been from that defeat. And sometimes teams, they'll just be on it. So, and they are a better team. So, the crowd just needs to back them as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously in the table, like I said, they're mid-table. They're currently 13th. If they're to win, depending on other results, they could climb into 11th. As for us, if we win, we can climb into 4th, depending on other results. The draw will put us above Sheffield United, depending on their result. So yeah, there you go. That's what that's like. But yeah, there you go. Is there anything else you want to say before I get up the lineups that we'd go with?
No, that's it.
Cool. So obviously we'll do it. We've done it in recent weeks. So I'm going to go with the 5-3-2, of course. So Shea in goal. There he is. Centre backs, I'm going to go with the exact same as the QPR. Naismith, Lockyer, of course, and Burke. So I'm going to go with. Now, obviously, left wing back and right wing back. Obviously, it's going to be Bree and Bell for me. Bell. Where is he? There he is. As for the midfield, I don't know about Ruddock now, so I'm not going to put him in. Definitely Campbell in the centre. And shout out to Campbell. He got Player of the Month. I don't know if it's by everyone in general or just a Luton one, but he did get Player of the Month. So fair play, fully deserved. And then the other midfielder, I'm going to go on the right side. I'm going to go with Clark. As I said, I thought he was, other than Jerome, one of the best players yesterday. And then on the other side, I don't know, because it doesn't look like Ruddock's going to be available. Lansbury, maybe. I mean, I don't think he was that bad, to be fair, when he come on. Do you know what? I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with Lansbury. And then up top, I'm going to go with... Oh, God. I'm going to go Jerome. Jerome. And I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Adebayo. So, yeah, that's the lineup I'd play. What do you make of that, Dad?
Yeah, pretty decent. It's pretty much the same, innit? Apart from Ruddock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decent. It's a team, unfortunately should be expected to win. So Shay. Well, I don't know if I was Nathan Jones, I'd be dropping a couple of players personally.
Okay, who'd you drop?
Well, some he can't. You know what I mean? Like Shay's going to be playing for the rest of the season. He didn't really put a foot. We can't really put.
No. He was.
So,
yeah, I'll take back what I said about the pet. I even said it on the stream anyway. I'm not, I'm not having all, saying, "Oh, sorry again." I've already said it. You know what I mean? Basically, so it was a good penalty, like I said on the stream when I saw the replay. No keeper's saving that for me because it's right in the side netting. So
yeah, so I think Shay will start anyway because if our Eisted plays more than 5 games, I don't think we're allowed to get an emergency keeper anymore. So if anything happens, then to Shay, then we can do that again possibly. So I think that's it. He's our keeper, whether we make the playoffs or not. Lockyer and Burke, yeah. Unless Bradley's back, and I'd probably throw him straight into.
Oh yeah, 100%. If he's back, 100%.
But other than that, Naismith, I think I'd put Naismith on the bench.
Okay. I mean, I was just thinking. So who would you put in then? Potts, because that's the only other person I can think of.
Yeah, I'd put Potts in there.
Okay. I mean, that's not a bad shout. He hasn't, as we've said on the last episode, he hasn't been bad at all when he's come in. He's got that experience. Yeah, for me personally, the only time he was was Middlesbrough, but that was ages ago now. You know what I mean? Like the recent games, he's done well. So yeah, fair enough.
I'd rest Nace. I don't think he's back fully from his injury. I'd maybe bring him on.
Not great, like you said. So.
And he had put, and you can't let that set in. Just take him out the firing line quick. You know what I mean? Like put him on the bench. Nothing wrong with that. Bell's played pretty well recently, but I do feel like it's catching up with him a little bit. So I'd probably give him a rest as well, and I'll put Fred. I'll give Fred.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Fred needs
Fred's a player we rate highly. Yeah, I'd love to see that, but I just don't think that'll happen. Unfortunately, it'll be gas if it does.
I think. As well, I think Nathan Jones is realising that Lansbury's a bit part player kind of thing because he is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he comes on, he does all right. If he starts, he does shit. It seems to be like that. So I think Berry will start instead of Lansbury.
Okay. But so is that Berry on the left still?
Yeah.
Okay. Here he is.
And then Adebayo got the effects game, even if he is looking jaded, he's still affecting pretty much every game.
For me, it's just a bit of like I know he scored against.
And he was offside so many times.
Drought. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man,
3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. And if he timed them runs better, we would have scored, definitely. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we'll start. I think Jerome's going to be benched as well.
Oh no.
No, because I think it's catching up with him a little bit as well. Like, you've got to manage him properly. So I think that he'll probably be on the bench for this game.
I was only going to play him for 2 games in a row. That was it. Cornick then, I'm guessing.
I don't know because Cornick's not.
Or Musgrave? No, actually, was he even there yesterday? He wasn't even there yesterday, Musgrave.
Do you know what?
Neither was Hilton.
I'd be tempted to put Hilton there.
I mean, it's not a bad shout.
I'll put Cornick and Jerome on the bench, mate. Play Cornick. Why not? I mean, not Cornick. Sorry,
yeah,
Hilton.
Hilton.
Why not?
Yeah.
And he's still got them guys on the bench.
Hilton's been on good form when he's played recently as well.
Yeah, put him in his actual position.
See how he does there.
Yeah, I would. That's what I'd do. Because Cornick, yes, he's a good player, but a couple of like games, I don't know. He's just not, he's not been on form really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I'm saying, or he's
make him earn
crucial goals every now and then, but overall, he's not really affected to play.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't looked as dangerous as he did at the beginning of the season as he can do. Well, you don't say, Cornick, he's the danger man, They're all panicking when he's running down the wing and that. Like, he ain't done, we need that. So, no, that's what I'd start with. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does make some changes.
Yeah.
One of them, where's Thingy? What? He's not even on the bench.
Especially if how fuming he was in his interview.
Yeah, it was gutted, but he's got to pick himself up. And I actually believe,
Yeah. Yeah,
because
he would have.
Horrific performances. But, did he mean any players as well by that? Or was he just on about the officials? He might have been on about a couple of players as well. Yeah,
I think both. To be fair. Definitely officials, we know that. But
yeah, but, if you're saying that about the players, then you're surely going to be dropping them. Then
he's definitely going to drop some. Yeah, 100%.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see the lineups similar to that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
see.
Enough.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'd definitely be happy to see the likes of Fred in. That'd be very good.
Yeah.
Because when he was on his attacking duty, he's done very well defensively as well when he got given the opportunity to play there. Especially the home games. There's a few home games I saw him in. He come on and he was just brilliant. Potts, as you said, experience. He hasn't put foot wrong when he's played recently.
And also, Potts is a left back, so he can kind of maybe help out a little, if he needs to, with Fred, and give Fred a bit more license to go forward. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can move across the other defenders if need be. So, you know what I'm saying? So Campbell, we need, he needs to, I want him to start. Clark has to start again because he's just getting me. I know last game you could, but he had a couple of shots.
He's still causing that attacking threat.
Yeah, exactly. And you can
Campbell,
see
he's got to start like you said. He's just one player in a month. I mean,
yeah, and there was another one time when we nearly scored, wasn't it? But he was offside. And Campbell sort of run into it. Do you remember?
Oh, what yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unlucky by Campbell. That was.
But it wouldn't have counted anyway. But fine margins. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I think. I think you should make a couple of changes, and I'll be happy to see that as well. So If I
Yeah,
saw
just
that
a quick
lineup
one. That
tomorrow.
was the he got the Diamond Player of the Month, which is voted by Diamond season ticket holders.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll be happy with that lineup.
yeah. No, I'd be happy with that. See the likes. For me, the only thing is really it's just for me personally, I can't see Fred starting. That's just my personal opinion. I'd love it though. And Hilton, I'm just not too sure if due to the other day, if he's going to be there. Hopefully, it's just like Nathan Jones, like saying, just chill basically, because he does do that a few times with certain players. So. Lets them have a week off or whatever. So hopefully it was just that. But yeah, as you said, I'd be very happy to see that lineup, to be fair. So, yep, it's that time. You know what I'm saying? But before we do that, you all know what we're on about, score predictions. I'll get into some comments. Big up everyone on. There's quite a lot of people on, so big up yourselves. Right, what did I miss? Big up Harry says, championship predictions episode gone out now on my channel about 15 minutes ago. Tyler lad, and you've got a tough game against Preston. Honestly, yep, absolutely. Like we said, it's not going to be a walkover at all. Sad result for Luton, says Ollie. Yeah, trust me, absolutely gutted. Big up Chris, he says, evening lads, hope you're well. Yep, we're good, thanks mate, hope you're well. But yes, that time score predictions. I'm going to say mine straight away. Well, Ollie, I don't know if it's going to be that. Ollie said 5-0 Luton. That is not my prediction. My prediction is I expect to bounce back. Like I said, I am confident, as well as Preston have been doing away from home, like we mentioned, they lost away from home since January. I'm still confident and I'm sticking with what I said earlier. And yeah, you lot might be like, what? But I'm saying 3-1 Luton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying 3-1 Luton.
Okay. Who do you think is going to score?
Oh God, this is Harry vibes. He always asks me these sort of questions. I'm going to say Campbell scores a banger. We've seen that a lot. I think about West Brom, we saw it. Bournemouth, I think you're going to see it in this game as well. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to say Adebayo gets a goal. And I am also going to say, I'm going to say Clark.
Okay.
Their goal scorer, Van der Berg. Nah, joke. I don't even know if he's still. Well, I know he's still there, but I don't know if he starts. Obviously, he's on loan from Liverpool, isn't he? But yeah, 3-1.
Okay.
You know me. Usually, I'm not that confident after we've lost. Usually, I'm fuming.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to be as easy as that, because I still think I just think even if we turn up, they're going to be pretty hard to beat. But I do think we will beat them. I think we'll see some good saves from Shea.
Yeah.
I think we'll sneak it 1-0.
Love that. Would love that one. But yeah, there you go, people. There's our score predictions. There's our lineups. There's us talk about the QPR game, Preston, all of that. And yeah, obviously, I'll be back again with the Luton show, the Hatters show, whatever you lot know it as, later on in the week. Obviously, we got Hull. And yeah, let me just get something that came today for that. Look at this. Look at this. Came today. I mean, boom. Hull City. I will be there. You know what I mean? I will be there. Ticking off another ground to go to. So there you go. But yeah, Chris has said 2-1 Luton. Please hope this isn't a jinx, because he also said 2-1 Luton against QPR. But nah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Just my usual self. Thanks as always. No worries, mate. Number 10 hat trick and 11 2 goals. You reckon? No, you're taking a mick. Harry says Harry vibes. Love it, mate. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, obviously Harry's done Hull away as well. He says Hull good away day. Harry vibes. Yeah, you're all loving that one. But yeah, there you go. There you go. So there's that done. Dad, you got any final words?
No, that's it. Just to keep the faith, and just hopefully,
Yeah, absolutely.
Just keep the faith in it. Like, it's tough. It's tough. You know,
and
now we're
like I said on yesterday's stream, you know, no one expected us to be in this playoff battle. You know, I just wanted higher than 12th. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. But
so
you know,
wherever we finish, I'm proud of the boys, 100%. You know, look at the FA Cup game, for example, as well. We put up a fight against the whatever they're called, world champions. You know what I mean? And that weren't even like we had a lot of main players not even there. So there you go.
Yeah, just keep the faith, and I think
Up the town.
I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. It's just a journey, and it's just a journey.
Yeah, it's just gutting, like I said, because you know,
more exciting. It'll be more exciting at the end of the season if we do make it and
brilliant,
do the unbelievable. The whole season would have been mental. I remember when we lost against QPR.
We will be at Wembley, won't we?
Remember when we lost against QPR and we thought, that's it, you know.
Oh no, I don't think it's it. I'm just gutted because you know it's a derby. You know what their fans are doing at the ground as well. Disgusting, them chants, pricks. I don't care.
No, but as long as we beat Preston's, you know, the whole Blackpool, Peterborough, Reading, you know, we should be all right. We should just have enough.
Yeah,
we have to be beating them and then put in decent performances we can against these jinxy. I don't think we've got any jinxy teams left, to be honest.
No, we ain't got Birmingham.
Our hardest game's Fulham away. That's it. Fulham away.
I'd say Millwall at home is pretty tough as well because you know the form they're on, like how long they're unbeaten for. It's like 6 games in it.
Yeah, I think we got their number though. I'm not that bothered about Millwall.
To be fair, yeah, you have got a point because we did beat them for the first time since 1999 away from home. So, you know, and that's not always an easy place to go. And yeah, we dominated them really in that game. So you have got a point there. So have to wait and see. But let's go through some more comments. So I've got Harry says nice food as well, Tyler. Like no rubbish stuff, absolutely lovely. Yeah, if they're fairly, you know, cheap, then I might get something there because I'll probably be hungry. I agree, says Ollie. Oh my days. Chris says Tyler ticking off more grounds than that nonsense boy band One Direction as girlfriends. Oh my days. Big up LTFC Don Ram says oi oi. Chris says how many games you got remaining? We've got 10 games. 10 games remaining. Oh yeah, Don answered it anyway. Still a few games to turn it around. Yeah, as I said, you know, I'm not overly, you know, through yesterday. I'm not like, oh, nice finish now. It's just annoying, you know, just the way the game went. And yeah, there's loads of stuff to it, like we explained. Only out of playoffs and goal difference. A very good run in except Forest and Fulham. Yeah, Forest at home will be a tough one, but I do think we should beat them because we should have really beat them away. You know, again, if there's VAR, we've probably won that because the keeper stepped off the line. Fulham, yeah, I'm not expecting anything there. And then Millwall will be tough, in my opinion, as well. You're lucky you don't have Birmingham. Oh, no, trust me. Trust me. Don Ram says, we'll get QPR and players, get revenge, and we'll finally beat them. Oh, that'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant. Norman's outside Luton food is clear. Oh, dear. Tyler will never beat me on ground 66. No, I'm nowhere near that level, mate. Nowhere near that level. But yeah, Dad, is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's it, man.
There you go. Yeah, big up everyone. There's been quite a lot of people on today, so we appreciate that. And yeah, Dad, obviously you do music. Where can they find it?
Dazzy D Mixcloud. Search for the D&B, the Jungle.
There you go. There you go. Definitely check that one out. You got a new mix on there, haven't you?
Yeah, that February mix. So I need to update it and do another one, but this one's quite recent. It's a decent mix. check it out.
Yeah, a bug just decided to try and, chill on my laptop screen. I don't know what you think you're doing, mate. But yeah, no, definitely check that one out. Obviously, I'll be back again around about 7:50. I'll be doing a watch along to Crystal Palace versus Man City in the Premier League. Obviously, today's game. So yeah, if I saw a lot of you on that, I'd be much appreciated. And yeah, don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. With the notification bell on, that'd be much appreciated. Share the channel as well. Please subscribe to my other channel as well, T Boys TV Extra. That'd be much appreciated. Turn notification bell on for that as well. And if you want to follow me across any of my socials, link to them are in the description. So yeah, my dad will see you on later in the week, and I will see you in a bit. So yeah, until then, oh God, Ollie says you'd lose 8-0 next time. Don't even get me started. But yeah, until next time, take care and peace.